Evil. I like it.
And that'll be the girls' senior lineup. Here we go with a 450B class off and running. This is race number 43. We've been up and down with the B class right here, but you can hear them one more time. Gerhard Mittermore, Stephen Ward, Isaac Langston, Evan Havenwitz, Tommy Rio, Spencer Winter, Tyler Lang, Jack Beelan, Carlos Rogan. You got Jack Rogers out there, Ben Ivanakis, Justin Veo, Cullen Park, Stephen Murray, Corey Rogers, Griff Maxwell, Max Ransom, Taylor Hilliard, Tyler Evans, Cameron Minton, Brian Saunier, as well as Larry Fortin, Logan Boyd, Ty Casey, Austin Capricornitis, Levi Kitchen is with us, Nate Augustin. You got also out there Colin Martical, it's Eddie Noren Jr., Connor Visger, Blake Hazen, Kristen Grigg, Levi Wosick, Chandler Baker, Andrew Wallace, Nick Romano, Nathan Royan. Then you got Clary, Wormuth, and Geisler out there giving chase.
Well, speaking of chase right now, Levi Kitchen is laying down the chase. As we look back there behind him, that looks to be, I believe, the 43 Machina Park, and that 272 Kawasaki up front in front of the crowd here. It looks like kicking things off here is going to be Riston Grigg out of Asheville, North Carolina on that Pro Circuit MR Cycles Team Greenback machine. And already battling going on in the front 4 or 5 riders. Tear-off's being ripped away, and leader now starting to stretch things out here as we start to get it sorted out. Nearing the completion of lap number 1, Grigg still out front. Park drop moving into the number 2 spot, dropping back to 3rd place now is Levi Kitchen, and I believe that's the 411 of Nick Romano back there in the number 4 position.
Setting the stage for what's going to be a real barn burner, no doubt about that. We've seen incredible racing action across the board in any of the B classes. This is our 450B class where they've got all the power they could ever wish for. As Riston Grigg, you're right, has the top spot. Cullen Park with some quick moves, nosed in the 2nd spot. Levi Kitchen, Nick Romano, Nathan Augustin, your top 5, Rodney.
As we look back to 6, Chandler Baker, Jack Rogers in 7th, Tommy Rehos in 8th. It's Evan Hamowitz in 9th, and Austin Cooper Carnitas rounding out the top 10. And up front in this pack right now, it is Riston Grigg being challenged by the 43 of Cullen Park. Park making that pass, Jeff Hines.
Settling the active ride suspension Yamaha down in that corner has allowed him to tighten things up there, and he'll ease into that arc and come out of here with a lead. Picks the good lines now. Cullen Park's got a wide open racetrack, and there are a number of riders scrambling to try to hold on to that pace with him.
I'll tell you what, Cullen Park has been a picture of perfectness as far as riding, hitting marks and things of that nature. I said it. He doesn't look like he's really putting a lot of effort into it. It looks like such an effortless ride to where it almost looks like he's riding lumbersomely. But man, what kind of lap times can he lay down in the process of doing that? That is one with your machine. That is reaching the level of pure confidence, and he is right at the level he needs to be as he gets set to make that step up in the next year to that pro class, honing those skills down here in the B class. Now it looks like Grigg under pressure from the 411, and Nick Romano is Grigg under big fire here on lap number 2.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You know, I'm just going to say it, man. Cullen Park reminds me of Kevin Wendell.
Oh, man.
I mean, I'm just going to say it. Just the style. He sits up. He's smooth. He don't really get rattled. We've seen him do already a lot of Herculean efforts out here and make it come together, make it look easy. Kind of the trademark of the guy. So, oh, my gosh. Yeah, we're going to keep an eye on this one. It's going to get only better as he gets around Riston Grigg with a nice drive off the bottom and headed to the top of the gator back. And
we'll be heading down here to Wes Kane at the podium soon as he's ready to go, buddy. Just jump right on in, and we'll throw it down to you, my friend. We're getting things sorted out down there. And as soon as they do that, we will throw down to them. Jaden Cooper, we got your seat up here at the tower. We'll have it up here at the tower. Jaden Cooper, your seat's up here at the tower. So after 2, Cullen Park, Nick Romano securing that 2nd place position, and now we'll see whether Romano can chase down Park. We've seen it happening on the Supercross track, and we've seen Cullen Park do a lot of great things by chasing riders down. Now, can this youngster of Nick Romano, and I'm going to go out on a limb and say there's a pretty doggone good chance that he can, because there's 2 riders that's on an elite level this week, Nick Romano and Cullen Park. Park, obviously, got a great direction with his career. Romano's got just making his way into this B class. He's got a lot of time to really get a foothold in this one. And the introduction into the 250 and 450 B class this week at Gatorback Cycle Park is really going to have a lot of folks thinking when we come into next season, when we roll into Daytona, when we roll into the Texas Two-Step, when we roll into all these other amateur events and majors that are planned here in 2019, Daytona Supercross coming up in 2020. I mean, there's a lot to look forward to as far as this class and the young Nick Romano in that 411. There's Wes Kane. He's ready to go now.
Yeah, we had a meeting over here with old man Yannick, so we got it done. I need Elenian Malcolm. Congratulations. You are going to get the bronze. Adeline, all right, Adeline Malcolm, tell me about your race.
Yeah, I think I fell asleep on the start. Didn't really get a good start at all, but I just tried to take good lines, and I knew I was sitting in fourth, so that was going to set me up for third, so I just stayed safe and tried to hit my marks and stay solid.
Anybody want to thank?
Yeah, I want to thank Factory Connection, Lynx, RM Army, Fast House, Forma Boots, 60, Spy, my mom, my dad, the Lord for keeping me safe, my brother, and anyone else. Thank you.
Congratulations out there. Adeline Malcolm finishing up third. Katie Benson, come on up, Katie. We got some cheese we're going to throw at you. Congratulations, Katie Benson. Tell me about it.
Yesterday was pretty rough. I fell 2 times, but I know I didn't have anything to lose, so I just went out and tried my hardest and won.
Who would you like to thank?
My mom, my dad, Shelby, Heavy D for helping me today or this week, Bell and Hilo, Traveler's Rest 100%. Alpine Stars Kenny really hooked me up with these awesome boots. A Monster and everyone else, thank you.
Congratulations out there, Katie Benson, the number 28 ride. Now, Kylie Stallings, come on up here. Congratulations out there. And we got the plate for you. Go ahead and hold that plate up. Kylie Stallings is your champ. Girls senior 12 to 16. Tell me about your race.
It was good. I got off to the hole shot, and I led for like 2 laps, and I made a mistake around the back sweeper, and Katie got around me. But yeah, I just tried to stay smooth and not make any more mistakes. So, yeah.
Who do you want to thank?
I'd like to thank my mom and dad, my trainer Robbie Raynard, Maxima, FMF, Belle, Elusive, Scott, Sunstar, Micah Meadows, and anybody else I forgot. Thank you guys so much.
Congratulations out there. Get the shot, guys. Kylie Stallings is your champ. Take it back to the tower.
Oh, yeah, thank you very much. We got the number 24 ride. That's Tommy Rios on his Yamaha, and he is making some nice charges pay off here. Then you got Chandler Baker, rider number 350. He's moved the Yamaha up in there. Got 4 of the Blue Crew bikes up in front. Then you got Riston Grigg, rider number 272, starting things off with the whole shot. He's in the fifth now.
Got off to the lead. Man, he has been beat up. He's going to feel like a punching bag by the time this race is over.
Stop.
Of course, Colin Park, he and Colin Park battling for the lead early, and then Romano getting around, and he was holding steady in that 3rd place position. Riston Grigg really getting some great experience up here today in this 450B class up front like this, and expect to see the 272 a lot battling for some of these top spots in the future. But right now, dropping back to 5th place.
Nathan Augustin now in that 6th spot, rider number 151. You got Levi Kitchen, the 147 Yamaha mounted rider in the 7th spot. Evan Hamelwitz out of St. John's, Florida, the young rider on the number 14 Yamaha there in the 8th spot. Jonah Geisler brings the Rides Unlimited KTM into the 9th spot. And you got Austin Kaprikanitis, a good run on the 144 KTM ride there. That keeps him in the top 10 as we're looking at our leaders making their way down across the bottom of the Gator Pit, and already firing out is Cullen Park.
White flag out on this one, a 151.686 last time around. And Colin Park this time.
Yeah, he turned his fastest lap in a heated battle right there. That was lap number 3. He put a 151 and 300s on the board.
So Colin Park, a 151.868 that last time around. Romano turning a 152.9. They've been turning pretty identical laps up till this last lap, so it looks like that Romano may have relinquished that chase a little bit on Colin Park for the #1 spot, but who knows what this last lap will bring. We'll keep an eye on that one. Park out front, Romano in a solid, strong second place position. Tommy Rios solid and strong now in third as he fought.
That's what I was going to say.
Battled up for that one, but Chandler Baker still has an outside chance to gap that 2 seconds, but the rider they got to watch out for, Levi Kitchen. And I want you to look at something else. There is a Yamaha sweep in the top 5 right now. We have all Blue Crew riders in the top 5. Park, Romano, Rios, Baker, and Kitchen.
Rusty trying to run up here along with Mike.
Yep.
Those guys got their own little battle to get up here before we wrap this things up, but you are right. It's a Blue Crew sweep we got going on here in this 450B class out there. Wow, and they are ripping. And again, as we take a look at the championship, that late moto pass by Tommy Rios, round number 24, has him grabbing the bronze. Nick Romano with a silver, and Cullen Park looking at the gold. This thing's far from over right here, and we continue to put our laps together in the 450B class. That'll be the next motocross championship we will bestow. We'll go to the 85 7-11-year-olds. That'll be coming up with race number 44.
Okay, Mom, you can breathe. Checkers are out, and Colin Park with 2 fist pumps in the air, taking the win in this moto and the overall for the 450B. Nick Romano from Bayside, New York, checks in the #2 spot. I'll check.